A pandemic is not new in human history. But what makes the COVID-19 pandemic special is that it takes place in an unprecedented backdrop when the interconnectivity and interdependence between people, between countries, and between continents are so deep. The achievements people have made in technology, intelligence, and transportation make them both physically and psychologically globalized. The impact of the pandemic and its consequences are felt differently depending on our status as individuals and as members of society. While some try to adapt to working online, homeschooling their children, and ordering food via Instacart, others have no choice but to be exposed to the virus while keeping society functioning. Our different social identities and the social groups we belong to determine our inclusion within society and, by extension, our vulnerability to epidemics. The novel coronavirus spread so rapidly that it has changed the rhythm of the globe. Whether from the perspective of a single country or multilateral levels, the solidity of international relations has been put under test. The most obvious consequences include economic recession, a crisis of global governance, trade protectionism, and increasing isolationist sentiment. People to people, cultural and travel exchanges have all been restricted. Nonetheless, this is just a tip of the iceberg. Despite of this pandemic, this also taught us how to be humble in everything we have. That money cannot buy happiness, and wealth is not that important when we are isolated in one's home. COVID-19 has took millions of lives, and up to now, we do not know when will it end. We must not rely to science and technology on how to solve these issues, but let us ask to our God to help us and end this pandemic that caused so much destruction in our lives.